Are you surprised that I am telling you not to buy Office? You know I have been the biggest advocate of Office platform for years and decades. The reason I am saying that is because I know people buy Office, they deploy it, but they don't get full benefit of it. So I'm saying don't buy Office and just leave it alone. You have to do something extra, and that extra is what I'll explain in that unless part of this session. It's a lose-lose situation. Microsoft creates the product. Any vendor creates the product. You as a customer purchase the product and use it. Now you spend X amount of money. Don't you think you should get at least that much and double in a finite period of time? That's called return on investment. But we never reach that stage because you're not using it fully and properly. Am I talking about IT in general? No, I'm talking about Office platform specifically. And the reason is that Office is not created for a particular industry or a particular role. It's a generic product. It's entirely up to you how you use it. And because it is entirely up to us, there is nothing documented saying in this business activity, this is the best way to use it. So people just use whatever they feel like, whatever works for them, and it is very inefficient. The purpose of today's session is not to depress you, is to tell you first this is a reality. If you can prove me wrong, I'll be most happy to learn from you, but I have not seen a customer who is better off than this. But the next step is to understand why this happens, what is the root cause, and of course I'm going to give you a solution which 100% will work. Let's start with the assumption that the product itself is bad and it has no value to offer. Now I know that's not true. There are thousands of features. Watch any of the videos I have created, there's so much value to be gained. The problem is, there is no structured way anybody is applying to convert that potential into accrual. So, what is needed to be done is purchasing is step 1, deployment step 2, some amount of random training step 3, and that's it. That's the problem. That is absolutely not enough. So I'll give you one simple thing you can actually try immediately and tell me the results. You purchased Office platform for say 1,000 people or 100 people or 20,000 people, whatever number. You're spending money per month per user for X number of users. Don't you think it is necessary to tell them these are the apps you have, and in this situation let's start using this app so that our activity improves. Once people understand what is available, they are smart enough not only to listen to you but find more innovative ways of applying it to business. That's the first starting point. If you have not done it, just stop watching this video right now and do it. What is the benefit of that? People will understand what is available, but then you don't leave them alone. Now the ball is in your court again. You have to say, okay, now you understand what is available. Great. Now you tell me, what are you going to use it for? How are you going to use this knowledge to improve something? Now who is going to ask this question? And that is the real problem. Is it IT's job? Is it HR's job? Is it learning and development job? Unfortunately and sadly, improving Office productivity is nobody's job. It's in nobody's KRA. Who is actually losing maximum is a better question to ask. The more senior you are, the more you are losing because everyone down the line is inefficient and you are paying them. So you are funding inefficiency. By corollary, who should be the person or persons who should look at this proactively? The bosses. Ideally CEO, but CEO again can't do alone. Departmental heads at least. So CEO plus level -1, they have to proactively do this. Not because I am saying, because if they proactively utilize the platform correctly, they will succeed much more than whatever they have planned. Now how do you go about doing it? We will see that a little later. But let me give you some examples of how this technology, which is great, is dying every day. So here is one deal. You may not be a security expert, you may not be even an IT person, but viruses come through different entry points. And the most common entry point has been for years, decades, macro viruses which come as attachments toward Excel, PowerPoint. That means Microsoft platform must be very insecure, very bad. No, it is not. From day one, Microsoft has given us the ability to block unwanted viruses. Unwanted means dangerous viruses. There are 4 options. Just allow any virus. Nobody does that because that's really dangerous. Block all macros. That also nobody does because some users may have written some macros which are useful to business. So now that leaves us a choice. where you ask the user, do you want to run the macro or not? And that is the default. The file is being opened by some unsuspecting users. And user ko dialog aata hai, do you want to run this? Yes, no. What will I say? 50% say yes, 50% say no. And that's a disaster. The user is not qualified to say yes or no. But koi kuch nahi kiya. Just life goes on like that. Virus writers are happy. In fact, there is a fourth option, which is the correct option, which not a single company to my knowledge has implemented. What is that option? Oh, that option is enable macros which are signed. Signed means digitally signed. So person who wrote the macro puts their digital signature. Obviously, hackers are not going to do it because they will be caught immediately. That's the correct option. Now, why has this not happened? Complete ignorance and apathy. Most IT people don't even know this exists. Even if they know, they are saying, "Arey, I'll have to buy that authenticate certificate for $200. Really? If it's entirely securing your organization, $200 per year, you're thinking, even if I do that, who is going to take the trouble? Nobody's bothered anyway. Leave it alone. Apathy, ignorance combined is a disaster. Many people want to save that 200. I'll tell you how to do that also. There is a self-cert.exe. Every Office folder has it. Ask the users who actually have written some sensible macros to sign those macros themselves. Now their macros will run on their PC, nowhere else. So now best of both worlds. In fact, Microsoft recently got so tired of this that they said worldwide I'm going to stop all macros. And ideally people should have celebrated or welcomed that move. They got a backlash. It is that stupid. Another very, very dangerous thing is happening as we speak. Login. Login is more common. Every day everyone has to log in. Everyone is still using username, password. Really? You should have at least two-factor authentication. Ideally you should have password less, but never mind. Two-factor at least. Now if you ask any IT person, have you done two-factor? Generally, yes. IT people know it. But have you done it for every user in the company, including guest users? No, sir. Why not? See, everyone in IT knows two-factor or multi-factor authentication is the need of the hour. If you have not done it, you are already hacked. Who is the most vulnerable person in a company? IT is not targeted. Maximum vulnerable people are senior management leaders, and they are the most resistant to this kind of change, which is completely stupid. But as an unsuspecting IT person who am lower down, I can't tell boss, you're stupid. So it just goes and hackers are happy. So please, whether you're boss, junior, doesn't matter. Please enable multi-factor authentication. It's completely part of Office 365. There is no extra expense for it. So better still, go to password-less authentication. Janjati nahi hai. There is no need to change password. Just see a 2-digit number. Look at your mobile authenticator app. It will ask you to select a number from one of those or type the 2-digit number. No passwords. That is the best way to log in right now. That also requires no extra expense. So please get it done. Again, I'm saying stop this video. Do it now. If your boss is not convinced, ask boss to see this video. If you can't convince, at least they will get convinced by my rant. I'll be happy. First call to action, do a session like this for everyone. Second, disable macros unless they are signed. Third, this one. Multi-factor, ideally passwordless authentication for everything. And for Windows, face sign-in if the laptop supports or a PIN. No username, no password. And then passwords never expire. People are happy. They don't have to change passwords. Security improved, productivity also improved. So now coming back to the problem of how do you maximize all this benefit? It's a simple process logically, but nobody implements it. If you try to do it, you will know how easy it is, but it has to be driven and managed from top. So first, identify a set of people who are smart, willing to learn, willing to teach, have good communication skills. As a boss, every departmental head will be able to give you a couple of people like that. Form a team of those. And then give them official permission to spend 2 hours every week or 15 days to learn what is there. Learn every feature. They can divide the work among themselves, saying you read this app, you read this menu, whatever. And then what are they supposed to do? Not just say, okay, I have learned and then enjoy. No. They have to come and say that I have learned these features and I think this is applicable in this business situation. This is where I can improve it. Now you make a list of that periodically, monthly, sort it on a potential of benefit, implement it, incentivize those people, do a gamification, let them have a healthy competition of learning and applying. And then when you find something really useful, you as the boss say, this was the inefficient method, this is the efficient method, tomorrow onwards we are going to follow the efficient method. So now what happens? Your money, that break-even of whatever investment will come in days or months, forget years. And then everything else you are going to get is not just incremental benefit, that benefit itself is increasing in size because more people are using it and you are discovering more benefits. There is no extra cost for that. So it's an ongoing bonus. So now you'll be waiting for new features rather than resisting, saying upgrade nahi chahiye. And then Microsoft will also be able to sell more. If they sell more, they can invest more in R&D and improve. It's a virtuous cycle now. From vicious, we went to virtuous. And that's a win-win situation we are looking for. So bottom line, don't buy office tools unless you understand this process. You are willing to invest time, energy, money and effort into it. And if you do that, you will have unimaginable success and that itself will drive business growth for you. So that's it for now. Thank you.